Vienna, March 1965. A diplomatic reception at the Soviet embassy. A KGB officer in an elegant evening dress circulates through the crowd, champagne glass in one hand, small clutch purse in the other. She's smiling, making small talk with Western diplomats, playing the role of cultural attaché perfectly. Her target stands 20 feet away. A CIA officer operating under diplomatic cover. He's been recruiting Soviet citizens, promising them money, new identities, escape to the West. 3 of his recruits have already been identified and disappeared. Tonight, he disappears too. She approaches, apologizes for bumping into him, reaches into her purse, fumbles as if looking for something. Her hand emerges holding what appears to be a tube of lipstick. Elegant, gold-plated, unmistakably feminine. She presses it against his thigh through his suit pants. A soft click. The CIA officer jerks slightly, looks down, nothing visible, looks at her, confused. She's already walking away, lipstick tube back in her purse. 30 seconds later, he feels dizzy. His vision blurs. He tries to speak but can't form words. Colleagues rush to help as he collapses, dead before the ambulance arrives. The Austrian doctors rule it cardiac arrest. Stress, probably. Heavy drinker, they note. These things happen. The weapon that killed him looked like cosmetics. It was a single-shot 4.5mm pistol disguised as lipstick. One of dozens of concealed weapons the KGB manufactured during the Cold War. Devices so ordinary that even if discovered during a search, they appeared harmless until it was too late. The lipstick pistol represented Soviet spycraft at its most elegant. Brutal functionality hidden behind perfect feminine innocence. The problem facing Soviet intelligence during the Cold War was conducting assassination in environments where normal weapons couldn't exist. Female KGB operatives, called sparrows in training, swallows in the field, operated in situations where carrying obvious weapons was impossible. Diplomatic receptions, metal detectors at entrances, security personnel, bag searches, hotels and restaurants. Female agents needed weapons concealable in evening wear, handbags, cosmetic cases, airport meetings. Weapons needed to pass cursory security while appearing completely innocent, close approach scenarios. Targets surrounded by bodyguards, public spaces, situations where conventional firearms would be detected immediately. Traditional concealment methods had limitations. Handbag guns, too large, obvious when x-rayed, difficult to draw quickly. Knife needle weapons, required extreme close contact, left obvious trauma. High risk of struggle, poison delivery, slow acting, target might seek medical help. Detection in autopsy, the KGB's Technical Operations Directorate, the department responsible for spy gadgets, needed something that looked completely innocent when discovered, could be carried through security without suspicion, delivered instant incapacitation, left minimal forensic evidence, required no extensive training to use. The solution came from realizing that small, ordinary objects women carried daily could hide lethal mechanisms invisible to casual inspection. The development of KGB concealment weapons occurred at classified facilities in Moscow during the late 1950s through 1970s. The design team, KGB Technical Operations Directorate, operated from Lubyanka headquarters, Moscow. Classified weapons development facilities outside Moscow. Testing ranges in restricted military zones. Chief designers included engineers whose names remain classified, weapons specialists from Soviet firearms manufacturers, chemists specializing in propellants and poisons. The lipstick pistol, kiss of death. Specifications: external appearance, length 10 centimeters, standard lipstick tube size, diameter 1.5 centimeters, material gold-plated brass, expensive appearance, weight 80 grams, slightly heavier than real lipstick but not suspiciously so. Cosmetic details, engraved patterns, maker's marks, everything to suggest luxury cosmetics. Internal mechanism, Caliber, 4.5mm single shot. Barrel length, 6 centimeters. Projectile, custom-made bullet or poison-tipped dart. Propellant, minimal powder charge, subsonic velocity. Trigger, twist and press mechanism at base. Safety, none, stored unloaded, assembled immediately before use. How it worked. Loading, 1. Unscrew decorative top, appears like opening lipstick. 2. Remove fake lipstick sleeve. 3. Insert 4.5mm cartridge into breech. 4. Replace outer casing. 5. Weapon now appears identical to closed lipstick tube. Firing, 1. Press tube against target, contact or near contact range. 2. Twist base ring clockwise 90 degrees, arms firing pin. 3. Press base firmly, releases firing pin. 4. Bullet dart fires directly into target. 5. Minimal sound, compressed gas release. 6. Minimal recoil, absorbed by contact with target. The ammunition. The lipstick pistol used specialized 4.5mm rounds in 2 variants. Type 1, solid bullet standard lead projectile, subsonic velocity at 200 rs. Penetration, 2 to 3 centimeters into tissue. Lethality, unreliable unless hitting vital organs. Primary use, incapacitation at close range. Type 2, poison dart hollow projectile containing toxin, tip designed to break on impact, releasing poison. Toxins used, ricin, saxitoxin, curare derivatives. Lethality, extremely high, milligram doses. Death appears natural, cardiac arrest, respiratory failure. Other KGB disguised weapons, related designs. The lipstick pistol was part of a family of concealment weapons. Cigarette case gun, 4.5 single shot, fired by squeezing case sides, used by male agents. Pen gun, 4.5mm single shot, fired by pressing clip, common in briefcase operations. Ring gun, 5mm single shot, fired by pressing ring bezel against target, extremely close range only. Glove gun, mounted in palm of glove, fired by making fist against target. Used in physical confrontation scenarios. All shared design philosophy, ordinary objects hiding lethal mechanisms. Manufacturing. Production occurred at KGB armories, small batch, high quality, state watch factories, precision machining, cosmetics factories, external appearance components. Production numbers unknown but estimated. Lipstick pistols, 5,200 units manufactured. Total concealed weapons, 1,000 plus various types. Each weapon custom fitted to specific agent's operational profile. Training. Female KGB operatives selected for concealed weapons received Phase 1, weapon familiarization, 2 weeks. Disassembly and reassembly, loading procedures, malfunction clearing, maintenance. Phase 2, firing practice, 3 weeks. Contact shooting techniques, angle of approach. Target anatomy, lethal hit zones. Firing under stress. Phase 3, operational integration, 4 weeks. Concealment in clothing, accessories, security checkpoint evasion, approach and engagement scenarios, escape and evasion after assassination. Phase 4, psychological conditioning, close-range killing psychology, post-assassination composure, interrogation resistance, compartmentalization techniques. Only operatives who passed all phases received weapons for operational deployment. If you're fascinated by this look at KGB assassination technology, a quick subscribe helps uncover more Cold War secrets. Now let's examine what we know and don't know about how these weapons were actually used. The operational history of the KGB lipstick pistol is shrouded in classification and plausible deniability. Official position. The KGB has never officially acknowledged the existence of the lipstick pistol. Any assassinations conducted with concealed weapons. Training programs for female operatives in assassination. What we know. The lipstick pistol was revealed through several channels. Defector revelations. Multiple KGB defectors to the West described concealed weapons programs. Oleg Penkovsky, 1962. British-American double agent provided intelligence on KGB technical capabilities, including concealed weapons for wet work operations. Arkady Shevchenko, 1978. Highest-ranking Soviet diplomat to defect, confirmed existence of assassination devices disguised as ordinary objects. Vasily Mitrokhin, 1992, KGB archivist who smuggled out documentation, described concealed weapons in training manuals. Museum displays. Post-Cold War, lipstick pistols appeared in International Spy Museum, Washington, D.C., KGB Museum, New York, various private collections. These confirmed the weapons existed but not how they were used. Documented incidents. Circumstantial. Several deaths during the Cold War have raised questions. Unexplained deaths of CIA officers. Multiple CIA personnel in European postings died of heart attacks or sudden illness under suspicious circumstances. Young, healthy individuals, no prior cardiac history. Deaths occurred after suspicious encounters. Autopsies found nothing unusual. 1960s Forensic Technology Limited. No definitive proof links lipstick pistols to any specific death. Defector deaths. Soviet defectors to the West sometimes died mysteriously. Sudden illnesses at diplomatic events. Heart attacks in public places. Symptoms consistent with poison but no toxin detected. Again, no proof, but circumstances aroused suspicion. The epistemological problem. The lipstick pistol's design philosophy ensures we may never know its operational history. If it worked perfectly, death appears natural. No investigation occurs. Weapon disappears back into KGB inventory. Perfect assassination leaves no evidence. If we knew about it, the weapon failed. Evidence was discovered. The operation was compromised. This creates a paradox. Success. Invisibility. Comparative evidence. We know the KGB successfully used other concealed weapons. Bulgarian umbrella, 1978. Georgy Markov assassinated in London. Riken pellet fired from umbrella tip. Death took 3 days. Pellet discovered in autopsy. KGB connection eventually confirmed. The umbrella succeeded, but left evidence. The lipstick pistol's advantage was faster death and less forensic trace. Post-Cold War admissions. Since 1991, Russian officials have occasionally acknowledged special operations against enemies of the Soviet state, use of technical means for eliminations, training of operatives in special methods, but specific weapons and specific operations remain classified. Psychological impact. Even without confirmed kills, the lipstick pistol achieved strategic effects. Western paranoia. Once Western intelligence learned these weapons existed, diplomatic receptions became tenser. Female Soviet personnel viewed with more suspicion. Security protocols intensified. Psychological advantage to Soviets. Uncertainty creates fear. Recruitment. Deterrence. CIA officers knew that approaching Soviet citizens for recruitment could result in identification by KGB, retaliation via undetectable assassination, no way to prevent or predict attack. This reduced Western recruitment effectiveness in Soviet bloc. Modern parallels. The uncertainty around lipstick pistol use mirrors modern assassination mysteries. Alexander Litvinenko, 2006. Polonium-210 poisoning. Russian state involvement confirmed. Method chosen to send message. Detectable poison, warning to others. Sergei Skripal, 2018. Novichok nerve agent. Survived but message sent. Again detectable, an intentional warning. Modern Russian assassinations are often intentionally detectable, the opposite of Cold War philosophy. This suggests two operational modes. Cold War, undetectable, lipstick pistol, for plausible deniability. Modern, detectable, polonium, Novichok, for psychological deterrence. Concealed weapons program. The CIA developed similar concealment weapons, Pen gun, 22 caliber single shot, fired by pressing clip, sound suppression minimal. Ring weapon, poison needle in ring bezel, contact injection, coin concealment, hollow coins containing poisons, messages, suicide pills. Comparison to KGB, similar concealment philosophy, less elegant mechanical design. More focus on poison delivery than projectile weapons. Mossad, Israeli intelligence. Israeli assassination methods focused on car bombs, Mahmoud al-Mabhouh, poison operations, unconfirmed, concealed weapons, details classified. Philosophy, practical effectiveness over elegance. MI6, British intelligence post-WNT. MI6 largely abandoned assassination, political decision, shift to electronic surveillance, outsourcing to local assets. Limitations, mechanical, single shot only, no reload capability. Extremely close range required, contact to 1 meter. Misfire risk high, minimal powder charge. Fragile mechanism, cosmetic appearance required delicate parts. Operational, required perfect conditions. Close approach, distracted target. If target aware, weapon ineffective. Security searches could discover, though rarely suspected, disposal after use, difficult, incriminating evidence. Lethality, 4.5mm bullet marginal stopping power, relied on poison for guaranteed kill. Poison detection improved over time. Modern forensics would detect toxins. Legacy, political, symbol of Cold War paranoia. Evidence of Soviet assassination programs contributed to diplomatic tensions. Technical, influenced modern concealed weapons, demonstrated miniaturization possibilities, inspired fictional spy gadgets, James Bond, etc. Cultural. Museums display as Cold War artifacts, popular fascination with spy gadgets, reminder of assassination as state policy. Modern descendants, concealed weapons continue to evolve. Cell phone guns, 2000s. Function as working phone fire small caliber rounds. Various nations manufacture. Pen guns, modern. Improved designs available commercially in some countries used by security personnel. Smart assassination methods. Cyber attacks on medical devices, drone-delivered payloads, chemical, biological agents. The lipstick pistol's philosophy persists. Hide lethality in innocence. Vienna, March 1965. A diplomatic reception. A KGB officer in an evening dress. A lipstick tube pressed against a target's leg. A soft click. A CIA officer collapses 30 seconds later, dead from cardiac arrest. Natural causes, the doctors say. The weapon that killed him looked like cosmetics, gold-plated elegance, feminine innocence. 4.5mm. A twist and a press. A heartbeat's warning before death. The lipstick pistol was never meant for warfare. It was meant for something more intimate. Murder disguised as chance, assassination disguised as tragedy, state violence hidden behind a woman's smile. One shot. Contact range, perfect deniability. That was KGB engineering, that was Cold War assassination doctrine, and that was the weapon that proved sometimes the deadliest things are the ones that look most innocent.